Zip right up. Everyone's a winner, bargains galore. That's right, you too can be the proud owner. The quality goes in before that name goes on. So this is a paper print of the painting Lucky Tiger. Okay, and these are the fellas in the street who happen to set up this kind of game where you've got to guess where the coin is under there. And it's basically they're fleecing them out of the money, and these are the plants in the audience who give the money. And I was drawing from the cafe in opposite, and they just came along and started doing this, and I just thought, what an amazing piece of street theatre. I can use that for just to sketch and draw, and that is the sense of the street. You've got this great place of political socialism and anarchism, and you've got the religious, the mosque here, all of this stuff, this Whitechapel stuff, all this kind of energy in this place. Back when the market was up and running a few years ago before COVID. Obviously it's come back now and it's back up and running again, which is great to see. But an area that I've known for a long time, having studios in the area. And then over here, I should say that painting is called Lucky Tiger because of the sign here. And there is no tiger in the painting. No one's lucky, and the kid knows that. The kid can see that it's they're going to lose their money. So over here, this painting is of another local scene to where we are now in Brick Lane. This is Mile End. So this is my journey to work. This is the place that I go to get to my studio. And these are all the characters that I see all the time. The newspaper seller, Gary, who actually I haven't seen him for a little bit, but he's normally there, whatever the weather. This is the street preacher who kind of shouts and condemns people to Hellfire and Damnation, and that's the title of the picture, and he's got it all written on his board there. As they go down into the tube station, he's sort of condemning them, and all that kind of, again, the theatre of the street, the choreography of the street, the intervals between people, the way people meet, and go past each other. I think that's something I'm really interested in, that sense of the space between us revealing more truth than perhaps we think is there. And there are artists. There's an artist going to work in his studio, a bit like myself, and there's a hipster with a beard. There's an estate agent. Obviously, the artist and the estate agent kind of, linking together in the city, and one sort of piggybacking on the other one, really, in that sense. I've had so many studios in areas that were run down and then they get bought up and turned into flats before you know it. So there's a kind of relationship between the two, really, which is quite interesting. And there's me asleep on the bus, coming back from being away somewhere on the Stansted bus. And that word heaven and hell, again, is something that comes into my work a lot. You can't paint the city without painting all the people of the city, which is really important to have that idea. And it comes from Blake. It's the idea of the heaven and the hell, the duality of our nature being kind of represented in the city and the structures of the city. So I think that's a really interesting thing. This building here is built on the site of William Morris's workshop as well, one of his workshops. So that's someone that I admire very much. William Morris, an activist, socialist, who used his work to change the society around him, creating very high-end quality goods, educating his workforce, giving them a decent standard of living, and selling to middle-class people to bring money back to the communities that he was working with. So really interesting, cultural and social thinker and change maker.
That's all right. Yes, it's mine. And now we're living in the sky. I never thought I'd live so high. It's just like heaven if it didn't look like hell. smell to fish, not just on Friday, every single other day. And all the kids come out tonight, they kick a ball and have a fight, and maybe shoot somebody if they lose a pool. Ooh, it's alright, yes, it's
Lucky 7.